why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
Up next, it's Area 53 and Marvin Trill broadcasting live from his trailer in the desert.
The new planet found in space, is it really a planet or a decoy put up to confuse us? Ghosts, time travel, and the flushing toilet. Which way did Newton's toilet spiral? And finally, are women made from sand? We explore deeper and get to the truth. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Hello. You're on the line.
Yeah, hi. I'm a truck driver and listen to your show all the time. I see a lot of unexplained phenomena out there, especially in restrooms. I agree with you about the moon. We never landed on the moon. It's such a good fake.
Remember, the Russians, our archenemy still, I might add, them and the Australians and some species of dog, they beat us into space.
The only thing the Russians are shooting into space are hot dogs and monkeys. Kind of a Noah's Ark fast food kind of vibe. Hey, my dead aunt could make a better space station than them.
Intriguing. I'd like to meet her. On the conspiracy line, caller, you're in Area 53.
Do not use fluoride. It's evil. It made me kill my doctor.
Why would we worry about a chemical that the government puts into the water? Animals can now be trained to fly, including several species of bird. Think about the military applications. Hello, caller.
Hi, my name's Emmanuel. I'm really worried about hackers sending a nuclear bomb after me, through the phones. Do you think they can pinpoint my location?
Look, it's good for the economy to live in constant fear. I mean, the phone company, they have your name on the bill. They know your number. How do you feel about that?
I knew it.
Hello, Julie from Liberty City. You're on the line.
A cowboy ghost has been haunting my house.
I want you to take off your blouse. Stand at the window. Stand there for hours each night. Lure him in. Trapping rogue spirits is dangerous work, especially topless. Take lots of photographs. All right, who's got a theory for me? Next.
Hey, man, love the show, but when are you guys going to start seeing the bigger picture? We're being lied to, man. And guys like you don't help much, You're virtually one of them. Soon you'll know what I'm talking about.
If people could please just attempt to make sense, that's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my pod meditating, and it occurred to me, why are you even listening to me? Turn off all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and San Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was hoping you could explain these noises.
What noises?
God, not you too.
Now think about the things we talked about today. Think. Seriously, think. Can it be real? Can it be false? We'll see you next time in Area 53. Be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry.
Sometimes the law is not enough.
Did you file the subpoena in the McPherson case? No, it wasn't urgent. I filed an AO440. AO440? I know. So I went shopping for these loafers.
Has anyone got a stapler? I've got a lot of forms, and there's a slight breeze in here.
Law, because paperwork is dramatic. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
Next up on WCTR, the news. We try to make it interesting and not depressing.
This is Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Foreigners are coming. Who are they and why should we care? The FDA warns shampoo is killing your unborn child. Plus, protests continue outside the Zebra Bar Candy Company. Now for Traffic and Transit with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. I'm Richard Burns. The aftermath of the devastating earthquake continues. Travel is still severely restricted statewide. Officials say there are still no reported casualties, which is truly unfortunate as it makes for incredibly boring news. The federal government is still refusing aid to help rebuild bridges, and everyone is blaming each other. The governor is threatening to bomb Australia, despite scientific proof it wasn't their fault. Richard Burns, WCTR.
Police say gang trouble is on the rise again, especially in Los Santos. Sources believe it is linked to the rising drugs trade, while others blame the fascist pigs. Also in gang news, customs officials report a huge influx of Russian mobsters and cheap weapons since the fall of the wall. The governor's office said everything is okay. In Vinewood news, rapper Mad Dog was celebrating the launch of his new clothing line. Richard caught up with him.
The thing about Mad Dog is I'm thinking about becoming a superstar. I mean, I've done everything I could do in the rap game. I won shit hands down. Nobody can handle me, Lifetime champ, no shit. Can I say shit?
Oh, hey man, it's cool.
That's cool? Okay, no shit. I got clothes. I got labels coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing drinks. I got shoes, tires, rims. thinking, next stage is being a full-on superstar, You get to wear a tight suit and nail a lot of tail, you dig? You know what I do in real life. Gotta get me a drink, though, right now, because I'm thirsty,
What a troubled man. Sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's theater group banned from the park, unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected U.S. agent was caught in Panama selling weaponry to right-wing guerrillas, causing a major incident. But we plan mostly to gloss over the implications and hope you enjoy some sporting activity tonight. The State Department is advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Let's be careful out there.
Up next on WCTR, it's the Man Coaches Hate. It's Derek Thackeray in the tight end zone. Brought to you by Eris Pump Up Shoes, because women love a winner, and winners wear shoes.
Should we start with the national anthem? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I got too drunk last night. Just play the opening music. Welcome back to the tight end zone. Now it's time for something really important. Fat men talking about games they don't really understand, played by people they don't know. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. What a crazy year it's been. Let's recap. Drug scandals involving preschool soccer moms. Woo! And the national finals, rich and popular people are fighting it out. Pay attention. The country is in mourning. And most importantly, sportswear. We talked to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who could forget, we visit the greatest moments.
Here he comes. He's in the shadows. There he is. Is he going to make it? Yes, he did. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is the biggest moment in world history. Who cares about a Declaration of Independence or discovery of penicillin? You have just seen one man score a point. When the rest of the world discovers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do.
We love sports more than you. Love it or loathe it, let's talk about it. Stay in the tight and let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves. Hey, Derek, my name's Jason, and I'm a Wolves fan. First-time caller. I don't vote. I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass if you disrespect my sports team.
Okay, the Wolves, that's a team playing sports as if they cared.
Yeah, the Wolves. I don't care who's sleeping with who on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Okay. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller. You're on with the tight end of radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been, since day one. Been to every one.
Me too. I love the games, especially the luge. I'm married, so sliding down an icy tunnel of doom at high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when has running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered: football, baseball, and killing communists. And I had a great childhood, really great, even if my uncle did come into my room that late at night drunk. And, it was nuts. Anyway, look, who's on the line? We got a Caledonians fan on the line. Tough times, huh? Hey, your whole life revolving around rich men playing poorly.
Man, I totally identify with shallow heroes who I don't know personally. God, I love a dude with a big pituitary gland. I love the Callies, man, but this year, I'm telling you, they're going to need to score some points and get some yardage and win the game.
Yeah, if they don't win, men will be beating their wives with good reason. Hey, they got to start playing to win, trying to score some on the other team. Hey, I wish I had a wife so she could beat me.
Here's what I say, man. If you want to be number one, you got to go for first place.
I know. Hey, I mean, it's great stating the obvious, but once you get paid for it, things get really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring, and the mood in the locker room, dude, guys were getting changed, man. I mean, they were really getting prepared. Shoes were going on, feet, shirts were going on, the shirt part of their body, serious faces on them, and you could tell that they were going to play this game.
Bottom line is, if they don't score more points than the other team, they can't win.
Yeah, man. God, you have some spooky insights into sports, dude. I love your show, man. I I love you.
Yeah, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, get up, you know, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can... Yeah, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, get up, you know, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say support the team. Don't leave the game, pee at your seat. Going to the phones.
I'm a big fight fan. Love a bit of a punch-up. Since my wife and children got taken into a shelter, my friend said, Chuck, you obviously love hitting things. So I've gotten into boxing. How about that fight between Gonzalez and Jackson?
Well, there's one thing about boxing I always remember. You know, one man wins, the other goes home a loser. Because in boxing, unlike most sports, gravity works downwards.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, Derek Thackeray, don't shit on no one. But I do like to piss on my seat and at my seat, too. Not really on it, so stay out of the way.
Now tell me, the fight game, that ain't rigged, is it?
Of course not. Hey, how could anything professional be fake? Hey, there's too much money at stake for one thing. I mean, these guys got too much to lose. I mean, why is a guy going to take a dive for a few extra million when he could earn that over a number of years getting his brain turned to pulp? Be serious for a minute. The clock is counting down again. It's time for Derek to head to the locker room and celebrate in the shower. We'll see you next time. Bring a cooler full of beers and get ready to riot. This has been the Tight End Zone.
And this is WCTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men with large guts love.
Deal with your ignorance in 1 minute flat. Complex issues in 60 seconds. WCTR.
Coming up next, the most mind-numbing thing since the lobotomy. Entertaining America.
This week on Entertaining America, Richard Goblin, one man's triumphant return to cock. The Sherman Octuplets, a Venturis man says he's slept with them all. Plus, noise, speed, danger, cursing, and patriotism finally come together this weekend at the All-America Drunk Driving Cup. Hi from Vinewood, you're on Entertaining America with me, Billy Dexter, bringing you everything that is important in culture and entertainment, if there is a difference between the two, from the heart of entertainment in America, Vinewood, San Andreas. You with me, the Dex. Wanted to call the show Stack the Dex, but not yet. Kiflum. Anyway, great. Big show for you this week. Controversy, they'll be giving me a Pulitzer. Anyway, today, we've got some great guests. First up, we speak to troubled action hero Jack Howitzer. Then we have a live phone link up with a very special guest, modern-day Lazarus, a man back from the grave, now making it as an extra in major motion pictures. Then, I will explain the secrets of the universe to everyone. But first up, Stack the Dex, in which I, Billy Dexter, meet the entertainers in the news. Kiflum. Jack Howitzer, once the biggest star in America, but the last 3 years have been unkind. People describe him as a dinosaur, an action hero relic from the 80s, a muscle-bound Neanderthal, and my favorite, the most stupid gorilla in the jungle. Jack, welcome to the show. Kiflum.
Good to be here, Dex. Pleasure.
Yeah. So your movies Exploder and Annihilator got America through some tough times, and I was also a huge fan of 0 Seconds to Death.
Thank you.
But many say your new film has gone too far.
No, this is a romantic comedy with drama. It's got action. It's got a heart. That's what's most important, I think.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to the trailer.
All right, let's roll that.
He was a man at war with himself, fighting a war that someone else lost.
It's over, Tim. The war's over.
It's never over. You've seen him wipe out millions of Cambodians in Exploder. Now, Jack Howitzer is Tim in his most challenging role yet.
We're here, Tim.
A preschool for slow children?
You're the new teacher, Tim.
Special needs cop. It's the story of a psychotic ex-Marine showing tough love to special ed kids.
One of you tards has been running Peruvian flake through the special ed school, and I'm gonna find it. No juice and cookies.
You know you suck, Tim.
But soon, he becomes one of them.
What is this? That's Teacher's gun. You want to see it? Oh, you gone and shot yourself. Way to go!
He was finally beginning to live a normal life. Then, all hell breaks loose.
Tim, you're so stupid. You count with your fingers.
You want to party with me? Bring it on! Tim, what are you doing? I fought for my country! Welcome to the land of freedom, bitches! Yeah!
Special needs cop. He had a lot to learn. This film cannot be rated.
Wow, that's
Greetings. Welcome to HTLA Radio 1 New York, New York's best talk. Enjoy our automated system. Stand by for our automated podcast delivery system to engage. Today's episode of Coffee and Cigarettes, Wednesday Grinder, will begin momentarily. Please insert coin to listen.
Oh. Oh, there you go. Yes, that was WCTR. And that lovely feed from San Andreas, California. There it was. And now it's gone because, hey, it is 3 p.m. Eastern. HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, of course, bringing you the Monday Mocha, not the Wednesday Grinder. Yeah, see, our automated robot's already screwed. You gotta get rid of him or something. Yeah. Well, hey! Welcome back from the brink. Did you have a good weekend? I know we did here. Yes, we did. All kinds of nakedness going on. That's right. It was a naked weekend. How was yours? Yeah, well, you know, we're still recovering from that Texas show there on Friday, but hey, you don't get anything good without paying the price, right? So there you go. Well, today on the big show, yes, we're going to slip back into normal lunacy after our Texas extravaganza last Friday. Today on the big show, we've got our top story. Yes, just how bad are these escaped killers in New York? Well, they're bad, yeah. Also, in our black news segment today, we've got a 99-year-old black woman who finally graduates from college. That's right. Also, Texas still going to hell as a pool party organizer says no reason for Texas cops' actions, and we're, of course, bringing back the Roman Colosseum. Yes, gang. Yes, the machine, the Roman killing machine, rebuilt after 1,500 years. It's only a matter of time now before we get to buy tickets to Leonidas versus Maximus. I can't wait. Also, we've got an absolute shit ton of Obama news today. None of it's good. Well, okay, maybe one story is. And hey, what about that fraternity that won't give me the link to those nude photos, right? Yeah. Well, they expel 38 at PSU after those nude Facebook posts go global, and I still don't have the damn link. All that and so much more today. So hey, come on in and grab a cup, have a seat, and light one up. It's a coffee time. Yes, this is your Coffee and Cigarettes Monday Mocha for Monday, the 8th of June, 2015. Damn, almost a third of the way through June already. It's going to be minus 200 in November before you know it. Yes. Well, 78 right now in Central Park, actually, under some sunny skies. A few clouds, nothing to worry about, but it's damn nice out there today, and, well, pretty much everybody's out. Except, of course, yours truly, and the one, the only Jenny McCartney in the booth, pushing the buttons, making the show go today. And she's pushing the buttons, of course, on that PreSonus 2442 digital broadcast mixer that was furnished by PreSonus so generously. So now it's incumbent upon us to tell you to go to PreSonus.com and check out all their cool audio, digital, professional gear. It doesn't get better than PreSonus, trust me. And, of course, we are brought to you by the fine folks at Tim Hortons, New York City, now with 8 fine locations in that city to serve your coffee and baked goods needs. Tim Hortons always fresh. Yes, they are. And, of course, I would not be doing my job if I didn't say that we are...
Powered by Procast.
Yes, we are. I don't know what that means. I know we still pay the electric bills, so I don't know what kind of power they're giving us, but it's Procast all the way. I guess. Well, now, hey, it's time to introduce our great, lovely, beautiful, fashionable, and stylish, and yet slightly offbeat and, well, to be totally honest, slightly off guest/co-host today on The Big Show. Of course, as always, coming to us live from Mill Bay Studios in beautiful Mill Bay, British Columbia, Canada, is the one, the only Louis Lawless, the filmmaker extraordinaire who's on the warpath looking for money. Are you there, Louis?
Can you give me any help for $25,000?
Not quite yet.
All right, go a half an hour. Do I get $50,000?
Well, go an hour, and then we'll talk about fractions. Yeah, what do you need all that money for?
I need to try and raise $25,000 to enter in the Academy Awards, and I think it's a fantastic risk because we have a tremendous chance. There's about 200 members that vote on it, and they all you have to give them a DVD now.
Well, and I know those DVDs can be expensive, so I'm not going to hold that against you. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll start you a GoFundMe or something.
Which woman are you married to or living with now? The same one? The mother of the daughter, or was it a boy?
I'm not sure. I'm gender fluid. Yes.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
You go right ahead. We got you covered.
It's about fucking time. Move on. All
right. Well, it was good to talk to you. You probably won't say anything for the rest of the damn show, but that's the way you are. So I'll move on. And moving on today, of course, we got the one, the only, from about 8.5 blocks, I guess, from HTLA Studio 2, right here in downtown Manhattan, is the one and only most annoying man in the world. Yeah. There is the one, the only, Gilbert Godfrey. Introduce yourself, Gilbert.
Hi, I'm Melvin Leroy with the camera and the thing and the person with the and I'm Melvin. Melvin Leroy. You want to stand in front of and I'll go action.
Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh, okay. So Gilbert, sounds like you're pretty charged, ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to try that again, a real one. Yeah?
Hi, I'm Gilbert Gottfried. Of course, I had to say that up front because a lot of you are probably looking at this going, oh, look, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. How'd they get her to do it?
Quite simple. It's radio. They can't look. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Do you have a better intro than that?
And this is... I that up.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, it's you're all kinds of wrong today, so we'll move along.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, all kinds of wrong today. Yes.
I'd like to have that as my slogan in life.
You can have it. It's yours.
Yes.
Gilbert, all kinds of wrong. There you go. Also joining us from his home in beautiful Malibu, California, via, telephone, because he doesn't care about satellite, is the one, the only George Takei. Yes. Gilbert's laughing because he knows it's going to be a 25-minute intro. Yes. So without further ado, George, give us your little intro, fill your boots, I'll smoke a pack of cigarettes and have a couple of pots of coffee. Yeah.
I'm George Takei, and when I'm walking down the street, people shout out, "Hey, Sulu!" So I'm known more as Sulu than as George Takei, which is what I really am.
Mm-hmm. But you're also a political activist, of course. We have to hear all about that.
Yes.
Well, actually, what shaped my life is what happened to all Japanese Americans during the Second World War. Pearl Harbor was bombed, and overnight, American citizens of Japanese ancestry were looked at with suspicion and fear and outright hatred simply because we happened to look like the people that bombed Pearl Harbor, and we were put in barbed wire American prison camps. They called them internment camps, but they were really, for all rights and purposes, concentration camps. There were sentry towers with the machine guns pointed at us, and when I made the night runs from the barracks to the latrine, searchlights followed us. But for me, as a 5-year-old at that time, I thought it was kind of nice that the searchlights lit the way for me to pee. So I adjusted. Children are amazingly adaptable, and that became the normality in my life. Lining up 3 times a day to eat in a noisy mess hall, complain about the lousy food, became routine. And when the war ended, we came back to Los Angeles. Many people did not because they were so embittered by the experience on the West Coast. And as I grew up, as a teenager, I started reading civics books and history books, and I saw nothing in that about my childhood experience. But I read the glorious chapters about our democracy. And so I engaged my father in long discussions after dinner, trying to reconcile, our imprisonment during the war.
Shut up! Holy Christ! Be sure to tune in tonight on HBO for the special 17-hour presentation of George's life. All right. Where the hell am I?
Yes.
I just don't know anymore.
Break for a commercial.
Yes. Okay.
Didn't you read the goddamn script? I sent it to you.
Well, yeah. George's monologue is in there. Hello. Well, thank you, George. Welcome to the show. It's always great to have you here, and anytime I need to, I don't know, go take a big dump or something, I can count on you.
Yes.
Of course, I wonder if that's the same. I don't know. What do you think, Gilbert? Do you think it's the same with all gay men? They have this thing about loosening bowels. Is that? I don't know. It's just an idea.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, keep that thing away from me, and you'll be fine. Well, no, but welcome to the show, seriously and all seriously, and we'll enjoy your being here. Yeah, the same. Yeah.
Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Yeah.
No, it's not going wrong. This is exactly according to Louis' script. Yes. And now I must get on with the first story of the show.
I have been a survivor in this cutthroat business called showbiz, but I've also been active and very much engaged in civic and the political arena in advocacy.
Whoa. We know. I have to get to the shows now, George.
Yes.
I have to... or not the shows, the stories. See what you do to me? Fucking guys. Well, moving on today, we got lots of news to cover, of course, today on the Big Monday show. And, of course, topping the news this hour in New York City, of course, is how bad are those escaped killers? Oh, they're bad. Of course, they're not quite that bad, but the two men, of course, whose daring weekend escape from a New York State prison has triggered a nationwide manhunt, and they're seriously hardened killers. I'm sure George would enjoy that. Yeah. Well, you've been in there that long.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you this. They haven't checked out HTLA Studio 2 or Gilbert's house. They They haven't come and checked us out yet.
Yes.
Well, one killed a cop, another dismembered his former boss. Nice. Well, Richard Matt, 48 years old, and David Sweat, and no, not kidding.
Yes.
34 years old, lived in adjoining cells in the maximum security section of the Clinton Correctional Facility in rural Denamora, New York. They were counted as present Friday night, but found to be missing during a 5:30 a.m. bed check. My guess is they've disappeared somewhere between midnight and 5:30 a.m., I think. Well, it's very important that we locate these individuals, says Governor Andrew Cuomo. They've got a lot on me, and I can't let it get public. No, actually what he says is they're dangerous, and we want to make sure they don't inflict any more pain and any more harm. Sweat is white, 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 165 pounds, police said. He was 22 years old when he and another man shot and killed Broome County Deputy Kevin Tarsia, a 13-year veteran. Tarsia, working an overnight shift, had been driving home on July 4th, 2002, when he noticed 3 men in a park. He came upon Sweat and 2 companions splitting the proceeds of a burglary they had committed, and they killed the deputy when he wanted a share. Well, Sweat was sentenced to life without parole. Broome County Sheriff David Harder said deputies are now assisting state police with interviews as part of the manhunt. We put Mr. Sweat away for the brutal murder of our deputy, he says. How this happened, I don't know, but now everybody is hard at work. Well, that's a switch. Well, Matt was serving 25 years to life sentence for murder, kidnapping and robbery, and the slaying and dismemberment of a Niagara County man back in 1997. Matt, who is white, 6 feet tall, and weighs 210 pounds. Jesus, that sounds like me. Yes, him and another man were convicted in the death of William Rickerson. Matt had worked at a food warehouse until he was fired by the 76-year-old businessman. Rickerson's headless torso and legs were found floating in the Niagara River. I'm thinking that Mr. Rickerson there is going to think twice next time he tries to fire somebody. Yeah. Well, Matt, who fled to Mexico in 1998 before he could be arrested, he was accused in Mexico of stabbing a man outside a bar and was imprisoned for murder. He was extradited to the United States and convicted by a Niagara County jury in 2008. Matt has a history of escape, having broken out of the Erie County Jail in 1986 by scaling a fence. He was recaptured 4 days later, and now he is free again. Rickerson's son, William Jr., told NBC News, quote, "I just hope they catch him." And I'm wondering, maximum security. He scaled a fence. Here's I guess the question of the hour. A fence in the United States is maximum security?
Yes.
Really?
They get f***ing crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Well, he can make you love him, Louie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you don't love him, you end up being a floating torso. I'm pretty much willing to state right now, live on the radio, that I love him.
Yes.
Yes. And I speak for my co-hosts and, of course, Jenny Topless McCartney. Yes. Jenny Topless McCartney, yeah.
He was quite the skirt chaser.
Yeah.
Had an eye for the ladies.
Right.
Like to look at the opposite sex.
Exactly. That's the disclaimer just for you, George.
Yes.
There you go.
Do you think I'm sexually aroused by Mr. Shatner?
Well, you just bringing it up out of the blue like that when we weren't talking about that, yeah, pretty much says so. Yeah. Well, moving on today, of course, we got to get to, what is next? Yes, it's the black news. That's right. We've got the black news, and well, actually, it's going to have to be after the commercial break because now I'm a schedule bitch. Yes, I am, because they've told me if I don't straighten up my schedule and in my commercials, they're going to fire me. Oh, did I say that on the air? I'm supposed to keep that between me and HTLA. Yes. That's okay. The damn CEO doesn't listen to the frickin' shows anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. So, screw you, CEO. Yeah.
You are a douchebag.
And I'm going to be an employed douchebag. Yeah. That's okay. Even if she does hear it, I'll just threaten to dismember her and it'll be all... It'll be all okay. So we're going to go for that first commercial break now, as it's, 3:20 and stuff.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll tell you about that 99-year-old black woman who finally, after almost 100 years, graduated from college.
You've got it locked to HTLA Radio 1, New York.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions, abundant with rich, fertile soil? What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always great tasting coffee.
Man, I've been to a lot of places over these past 50 years. Seen the whole true north strong and free. 'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Cooksville, Stouffville, Bainesville, Bowmanville, Bonnieville, Unionville, Oakville, Dunville, Brockville, Boucherville, Melville, Drummondville, Kentville, Grenville, Morinville, Maryville, Parksville, Stephenville, Sackville, Spring Hill, Westville, Walkerville, hanging on a windowsill. Hey! He said, wow, that's a lot of places. I said, hang on, there's more. I've been to Moncton, Picton, Shannon, Vernon, Stellarton, Hamilton, Nipigon, Nobleton, Yorkton, Brighton, Bolton, Beaverton, Brandon, Edmonton, Walkerton, Wyerton, Granby, Miramichi, Charlottetown, Burnaby, Yellowknife, Whitehorse, Corner Brook, Nunavut. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I crossed the prairies bare, man. I breathed the mountain air. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere, man. Check it out. Ottawa, Wawa, Mattawa, Chippewa, Moose Jaw, Oshawa.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. Take me out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
We hugged in the elevator, and I still have an erection.
Oh, man.
Now, I remember sitting next to you on a plane.
Are we doing that again?
Yes,
Yeah?
and
Okay.
I was flying out to L.A. to audition for some movie that I didn't get.
Right.
Which was fine. Because I remember I was reading the script, and you said to me, "Oh, what are you reading?" And I said, "Oh, it's some John Travolta comedy." Called The Expert.
Right.
And it's about two young hip Americans who get kidnapped by Russian spies to teach them how to act like young hip Americans.
Right.
And you, being a fortune teller, said, "Oh, that sounds like a piece of shit."
Right.
The music is fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got to hear it.
Okay. Oh, he doesn't know that we can hear the music.
Yes.
Okay. That's what you get, you know.
Bullshitters, never keep your mouth shut, always hustling, always looking for something to do and putting things together. That's a American. Look how they took the country away from England.
Yes, and here we go with England again. Yeah. Well, welcome back to the big show, of course, your coffee and cigarettes, your Monday Mocha for this Monday, June 8th, 2015 on HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk. 77 in Central Park right now under mostly sunny skies. And yours truly, Chris Crash Jesus Taylor here with you today, Studio 2 live, probably fired tomorrow, yeah?
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Absolutely, Louis. We're with you all the way. That makes total and utter sense.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
Right. Yeah, I'm assuming the stories. Yeah. Well, of course, before we go to our stories, it is customary after our first commercial break comeback.
Yes.
We do have to go to our coffee and cigarettes traffic reports.
Yes.
Of course, in our affirmative action, we Chet's not going to be doing it anymore. We've got our new permanent fixture in HTLA Chopper 1. That is Yes, the one and only Brock Favors. Brock, give us the traffic there, buddy.
Hello, everybody out there. This is Brock Favors with traffic on the ones. Chad Armstrong is out sick today, so I am filling in for my usual land reports. And I'm up here in the chopper, but I gotta tell you guys, I am loving the view. Oh my God! Oh, no, stop! Oh! Whew. All right. Well, we are over the 10, and it's massively clogged down there like a pint of maple syrup on a cool November morning. And we do. Oh! Goddamn, we're gonna die in this mother. Oh my God! Woo! Okay. Okay, I am very sorry, folks. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride up here. We are now approaching the 405, where the left lane is blocked by a mattress. So somebody is going to be doing a little return to IKEA later today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, please! Oh, goddamn! Oh, get me out this motherfucking death machine right now! Oh, mama, help me, mother. Oh, mama. But a 405 is up right now. Ain't nobody going down this. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, folks. I'm very sorry, but I'm losing my up here.
Actually, you have every right to. We're about to crash.
Oh, help me!
And once again, HTLA would like to issue its condolences to the Favors family. Yes. Oh, Brock.
Yes.
I'd like to welcome Miss Texas 2015 herself, Sharon Chesley, to the live Spreaker.com chat. Yeah, she's there, and she is topless, too. Get on over there. Once again, you know, if you don't know quite how to go to Spreaker.com and search HTLA and come and visit with the naked lady, too bad. Yes, so welcome, Sharon. It's great to see you and Jenny. And
yes.
It's just good. There's no gayness anymore, is it?
Maybe it's that love-hate.
No, it's just all love, and it's all physical love. It's all just about driving it home.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Move along. Well, moving on now. We can now actually move on to the story.
It's just life, and I love doing it.
Louis,
I love doing these kind of stories.
I
anyway.
know. We're gonna do that, of course, in our Black News segment. Yes, we've got it coming here right at you, and it's true, absolutely true. Just came out this morning, hot off the wire.
Yes.
No, not my wire. No. No, it is official. A 99-year-old black woman has indeed graduated from college. That's right. That's the big story today. Of course, few graduates have seen what Doretha Daniels has seen. At 99 years old, Daniels has lived through a number of watershed moments in American history, including the Great Depression, World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, the moon landing, and the rise of the digital age. Yes, all of these events pale in comparison, of course, to what happened just on Friday. In what she describes as the gratifying moment of her life, Daniels graduated from College of the Canyons in Santa Clara, California, with an just an associate degree in social science. I thought we were going to have another one of those, black physicists like that only one we've got, that Neil dude. Yeah. Nope, now she can join the ranks of child services. Yeah. Well, in the COC press release, Daniels said she wanted to finish her education to better herself and us all. Her journey, which started in the spring of 1909, yes, it has been wrought with personal difficulties, from multiple strokes to sight and hearing issues to the, well, yes, it's true, the revocation of her driver's license. Well, Daniels also battled to keep up intensive subjects such as college-level math and statistics, but ultimately failed at those. Well, Doretha is a living testament to the saying, if there's a will, there's a way. COC counseling faculty member Liz Shaker said in the press release, her desire to get out of bed each day and come to school and face the challenges in and outside of the classroom inspired us all, she said. Just the way she dealt with saying no to drugs. The way she said no to fraternities wanting her to pose for naked photos on Facebook. She's truly an amazing woman who's impacted my life, and she's got strength I'll never have. And, of course, you can see naked photos of Liz on the Facebook page. Yes. In a statement to KTLA's, Daniels advised struggling students, quote, don't give up, don't do it. Don't let anybody discourage you. Say that. I'm going to do it, and do it for yourself. After 100 years, that's the wisdom? Really? Holy Christ. They say you learn something every day.
Yes.
That's the sum of it right there. Well, there you go. I've done my bit. That's your black news for today. There it is.
And I think there were complaints about it.
Oh, yeah.
Where I think, they were saying, they were going to censor it or stop in Britain, saying this is against the laws of nature.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. And well, they've threatened me with a whole bunch of stuff here over the weekend from HTLA here. I've got a fear for my damn job and all this stuff now. But I'm still bringing you the black news, damn it. Something else I say hell no to, of course, is, stopping the Texas news.
Yes.
I'm not. No. No, in fact, I've got another cherry sweet Jesus cherry Texas story right here for you right now. Here it comes. Yeah. That's right. Pool party organizer, quote, no reason for Texas cops' action. The story comes to us, of course, from WFAA-TV Dallas-Fort Worth. In McKinney, Texas today, the organizer of a pool party in Texas where a police officer's interactions with a 15-year-old girl were caught on video. Ooh. Yes, apparently the police officer had no reason to act the way he did. Yeah. The 7-minute YouTube video... Well, of course. Come on. You didn't know that YouTube is your news source?
Yes.
Yeah? The 7-minute YouTube video, of course, shows a police officer using profanity and aggressively throwing a 15-year-old girl in a bathing suit to the ground, face down, of course. That's the best way to do it with the girls in the bathing suits. Then he appeared to pin her down with his knees. He was just aggressive for no reason at all, says Tatiana Rose, one of the party's organizers. It was horrible. Along with her sister and mother, Rhodes organized and threw the pool party cookout Friday in the Craig Ranch neighborhood of McKinney. Rhodes said everything started with a woman who picked a fight with her, and then the police were called. It should be noted that both the girls are black. Well, Rhodes said everything started when that woman picked a fight with her, and then police were called. McKinney police confirmed that they were called to the pool for a disturbance and discovered juveniles fighting and refusing to leave. Rhodes said that when police showed up, kids got scared and started running. Well, seems like the cops did their job to me. Didn't even have to get on the old loudspeaker and say, please disperse.
Yes.
No, because it was a bunch of black kids and they all ran. Right. Well, everything apparently could have been solved way better than it was, Rhodes said. There were other officers who were actually nice to people. Really? No way. Ferguson, you say? Yes. Well, in the video, captured by a 15-year-old Brandon Brooks, the officer appears to be cursing the kids out and tries to round them up. As things escalate, he pulls a gun. Now, in most parts of the country, granted, that would be a little overboard. People, this is Texas. You know, we just covered that story on our Texas special on Friday, all about the party where everybody was packing.
Yes.
Okay? That's how it is there. The whole state is brought to you by Smith & Wesson. Yeah. So why wouldn't the cop pull out his gun?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. I'm sitting in here in New York, and I got mine out right now. Well, the officer has been placed, of course, on administrative leave, pending the removal of the video on YouTube. Police Chief Greg Connolly said his actions are under investigation. See what he did there? He didn't say his actions were wrong. No. Well, watching 30 seconds or 7 minutes of the clip doesn't tell the whole story, says Sean Toon, a resident of the Craig Ranch neighborhood. Toon said he was one of the people who called the police Friday and saw the whole thing. He said he's behind the officer and his actions. He brought a supportive sign to the pool Sunday to prove it. I think he did what he thought he had to do to control the situation, Toon says. It was horrific for me, says Ariana Rhodes, 15, who helped her sister organize the event and was one of the ones in the altercation. It was horrific for me. You can see younger Rhodes in the video, too, trying to help her friend as she pleads for her mom. She believes it was that plea that seemed to set the officer off. She has the freedom to speak, and she did what she did, and there was nothing wrong, says Ariana. The officer was just out of control. Well, it's unclear how long the police officer has been with McKinney Police. Does that matter how? Oh, he's only been there a week. Oh, well, that's just racist. Well, he's actually a veteran of the force, 22 years. Well, that's just racist. Right. So how long he's there? Why? What? That doesn't matter.
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Yes.
Well, yes, it's unclear how long the police officer has been with the McKinney Police. Yeah, doesn't matter. Right. The family of the 15-year-old girl declined to speak on camera at the advice of their attorney, which they have already retained and are ready to go to court for money. The girl's mother said earlier on Sunday, before they retained the services of their money-grubbing filth bag,
yes,
that she was horrified by what she saw on the video. Because, of course, she wasn't there because black mothers don't take part in what their kids do. Oh, but here's the big one. Hold on to your butts, ladies and gentlemen, because tonight, oh yes, tonight, on the very spot where that officer was so out of control, there's going to be some new businesses starting up because there's a protest tonight. Kill a few cops, burn down some shoe stores. Yes. eBay, here we come. There you go. Well, if that wasn't fun enough, they're actually, well, they're on their way now to bringing back something that I think should have been brought back decades ago.
Yes.
Yes, they are. They are bringing back the Colosseum in Rome. They're going to start killing. Yes, the Roman killing machine rebuilt after 1,500 years. That's the headline today. Imagine seeing wild animals roar onto the field of your favorite stadium to maul prisoners or battle gladiators or just eat black people. Well, that was considered entertainment in ancient Rome, and now experts have actually reconstructed a wooden machine like ones that once raised leopards, bears, lions, and elephants into Rome's Colosseums. Designers unveiled at the Colosseum Friday, raising a modern dancer who twisted and turned like in animal-like fashion, says the New York Times. Also, makers of the PBS documentary on the project Colosseum Roman Death Trap. Yeah.
Yes.
Also had an adult male wolf pulled up, but the animal, got a biscuit to snack on, not a person. Oh. It was the first time that a wild animal had been released into the Colosseum in 1,500 years, says Gary Glassman, who directed the documentary film. I would love to have used a lion, but there were obvious safety issues involved, he adds. The impressive wooden elevator took 18 months to rebuild, rises 23 feet from the bowels of the Colosseum's remains, and can easily lift about 670 pounds. Builders based their design on ancient texts as well as rope marks, carved holes for post, and bronze fittings found in the tunnel network. The pulley will remain as a piece of cultural heritage and a moneymaker for tourism. Ancient Romans built 28 such structures and mounted incredible displays, including games in 81 AD that featured the slaughter of some 9,000 black people. Actually, about 1 million were killed before the last such recorded event in 523 AD.
Yes.
The question it poses is, how could such an advanced culture have staged such bloody spectacles, says Glassman. Researchers have now realized and discovered that it's actually our human nature, and we need to bring these sports back. So, yeah, I'm excited. Soon you're going to be able to get those Ticketmaster tickets for, I guess we'll put Leonidas versus Maximus. That'll be the big one. And then, of course, the eating of the black slaves. And, it'll be like a 30-day festival of munchies.
Yes.
It'll just be... just be lions and tigers just snacking down. Yeah.
I'm the most talented guy in this room.
As he sits alone in his apartment. Yeah. Well, we do have to go for our second commercial break before I get fired.
Yes.
So, without further ado, we'll do that. And, of course, don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial or whatever the hell it is you're listening to us on. Because when we come back, babies, we've got Obama news,
Yes.
Obama news, and more Obama news. So much, in fact, I would think it's safe to say that we have more Obama political news than George Takei, being that political activist, can actually handle hearing. Oh yeah, it's enough to choke a couple of lions. Yeah. So, hold on to your butts. We'll be back in 2.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis. And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
It could be 7 in the morning.
Or 10 at night.
In Chilliwack, BC.
Or St. Peter's, Nova Scotia.
It could be Michelle.
Or Mark.
Or Jen.
But whenever, wherever you order that cup of Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee.
You know that it's always fresh.
From Newfoundland and Labrador to Vancouver Island, Tim Hortons, a coffee all our own.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the Egyptian cotton towels. Shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York. Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. Take me out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
Inevitably, that question comes up. But what? I tell people the gift of Star Trek is the fact that my professional colleagues, my co-workers on Star Trek became lifelong friends. We are like a family. But, like every family, you have your crazy uncle.
Hey, you Jojo, hey, Cary Grant.
I'm George Takei, and
hey,
George.
Jojo, hey,
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, it's rude to talk over people, I don't know. Call me crazy. I thought gay people were polite.
You are a douchebag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, same to you, pal. Yeah. Well, welcome back, of course.
Everything that could go wrong goes wrong.
It does. We're screwed. Welcome back to the big show, of course, your coffee and cigarettes. Monday Mocha. That's right, Monday, June 8th, 2015. 78 again in Central Park. It's up and down. It's up one, down one, up one, down one. It's it works quite a bit like the rapists in the park.
Yes.
Yeah. Up and down and up and down and up and down and in and out and in and out.
And I remember, and this is why I feel I have a real connection with you, because in the alleyway, when that's the beginning, she bent over in the alleyway, and you inserted yourself.
Right.
And then she started to blow me, and my erection was kind of a semi-erection because I kept looking at you.
Yeah, see, why would you look at me when you... God, I mean, I know she was a hag, but,
yes.
You know. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah.
I did not sleep with him.
I would never, ever, ever, George, ever accuse you of sleeping with Gilbert Gottfried. No. No, there's all kinds of men out there. I wouldn't pick him. Of course, in retrospect now, thinking about that for a second, why would I be thinking about sleeping with any man? Well, we got to say a dreadful farewell, of course, to in the HTLA Spreaker.com chat room right now. The intern, of course, has just announced the train is going underground. He no longer gets service. See you tomorrow. There we go. So you realize, of course, intern, that now we're going to talk dirty about you. But thanks for announcing that. Now we can. Yeah. With no fear of legal repercussions. There we go.
You are a douchebag.
Well, he doesn't know that. Yeah. Well, as promised, and unfortunately, it is time for the Obama news. So here it comes, bitches. Hold on. Well, apparently, and I did not know this, but this is very, very factual today. President Obama hates unnamed sources who talk about them, as happened today. Yes, Obama disputed news reports quoting an unnamed French official who said that the president told the G7 leaders that a strong U.S. dollar is creating problems for other parts of the global economy. President, Mr. Obama, that was a French comedian, and that's a joke. Make no mistake, sir, the American dollar isn't causing problems for anybody else.
Yes.
It's a problem for us, however. Soon going to be worth 0.4 of a cent. Yes. Well, he says, "Don't believe unnamed quotes," Obama said. "I did not say that." And the president added, "And I make a practice of not commenting on the daily fluctuations of our dollar or any other currency because they all are ruling and we suck." So there he goes. That's the end of story number 1.
Yes.
That's it. That's all there is there. But, of course, I did mention, of course, G7.
Yes.
So, you know, they're having the bloody G7 thing where he says a whole lot more that doesn't matter. Well, the G7 leaders today vow action on climate, terrorism. And yes, they kept it separate, Russia.
Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Louis. Yeah, that was good. Well, in Germany today, leaders of the world's 7 major industrial democracies wrapped up their 2-day summit today with a pledge to take decisive action on global problems ranging everywhere from climate change and financial market volatility to... Oh, so he was talking about the dollar. Yes. Climate change and financial market volatility to terrorism and the conflict in the Ukraine like it's any of their business. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, the host of the Group of 7 meeting, said at a wrap-up news conference that the G7 called for an end to the use of fossil fuels. They've been doing that for 30 years. A key contributor, apparently, to global warming by the end of the century. Oh, so 2100 now is the deadline.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Merkel said the leaders also urged Greece to remain part of the European Union and find ways to meet budget constraints required for new loans. Wait a minute. What they're talking about there is, of course, Greece being broke.
Yes.
And, right. So, there isn't a bank on the planet when we go and sit down with the bank manager and...
Yes.
Hi, bank manager. How are you doing today? Oh, good. I'm wonderful. I've got golf this afternoon. And my Mercedes is in the shop, but thank God it's just an oil change.
Yes.
And my wife is 20 years old and has tits you can bounce quarters off of. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm actually bankrupt, which is why I'd like a loan. Yes, Gilbert, that's exactly what the bank manager would say. Yes. But, of course, this is all countries and governments, so, hey, game on, give them money. Yes, those new loans. And they reiterated a call for continued economic sanctions against Russia until a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russian-backed separatists is fully honored. The 7 leaders, representing Britain, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United States, met at a resort here in the Bavarian mountains. Russia, which normally attends the annual meeting, was barred because of its annexation of one of its former countries. How do you shit on Russia for taking back what's theirs?
Yes.
How do you I don't know how you do that, but they're doing it. Yes. Well, the Crimean Peninsula last year, and of course backing the separatist fighting in the eastern Ukraine near the Russian border. The group also refused to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin last year when the summit was to take place in Sochi, Russia, because of the Ukraine conflict. We reiterate our condemnation of the illegal annexation of the country that used to be Russian. Yes, and our policy of its recognition, the communique said, leaders were united in their call for Russian sanctions to remain in place. Addressing another conflict in the Islamic State's expansion in Iraq and Syria, President Obama vowed to resolve to combat the militants. And that's a quote. You can quote him. He actually said that. And here it comes. Quote, "We want to get more Iraq security forces trained, fresh, well-equipped, and focused," Obama said at a news conference as the 2-day summit came to a close. Makes me wonder, has Obama actually seen the documentary footage that me and millions of Americans have of, well, our American soldiers over there in Afghanistan training those idiots? Did you see that? And he's talking about a fresh, well-equipped, and focused army. He's just on crack. He's just on... Well, Yes, Obama is seeking, of course, more efficient ways that we can offer assistance to Iraqi security forces, White House Press Secretary official Josh Earnest said. On Sunday, Britain committed an extra 125 military trainers to Iraq, bringing the United Kingdom's contingent to 200. About 3,000 troops from the United States are currently deployed in Iraq. Earlier Monday, Obama and French President Hollande reaffirmed the need to counter growth strength of the Islamic State and to support establishment of a united government in Libya, where, of course, warring factions have destabilized the North African nation and led to concerns about what that militant group may try to create a base there. Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi, who met with Obama here today, said, "We only lost temporarily in Ramadi, and we will continue our efforts. The key Sunni city was seized by Islamic State last month, and an Iraqi campaign to retake the city has slowed." The Iraqi Prime Minister said the Islamic State's successful recruitment of fighters from around the world needs to be stopped, and he called for a global intelligence sharing as part of that effort. Obama also spoke with Hollande on the importance of securing a government agreement and indeed a global agreement to combat global warming. In December, at a United Nations conference in Paris, their government said, world leaders backed taking action to limit global temperature rises of 2 degrees centigrade or 3.6 Fahrenheit. In addition, the two leaders reiterated a commitment to reach an accord with Iran to curb its nuclear program. Fat chance. Now, Merkel says Greece's lingering debt crisis that had been a central part of the G7 discussions. Oh, how's that got to feel? You know, you're sitting around, you're Greece, and you know the G7's meeting this week, and they meet, and you know they're just talking bad about you. Oh, how'd you blow all your money? Yeah. Well, they noted that the clock is ticking on the need to reach a deal with international creditors who include the European Union and the International Monetary Fund. Oh, so Greece already is like up to their neck in hock to these banks who are going to give them now more money. Okay. Well, there isn't much time left. Everyone is working intensively. Every day counts now, the Chancellor said. Shortly before departing the mountainous region, Obama said it was the kind of place he hoped to come back to when he wasn't working. Sir, it's only because of your title. They don't let your kind there. And as president on Sunday, he visited the alpine village of Kruin, where he drank beer and ate sausages with delighted local residents. The president didn't have to worry about drinking too much. Kruin Mayor Thomas Schwarzenberger told the German news agency DPA on Monday that Obama, Merkel, and her husband Joachim Sauer were given alcohol-free beer following a request by German and U.S. officials. Oh, so they don't want them getting loaded. You see him on C-SPAN. He's like, Oprah's my mommy. I love my mommy.
Yes.
Well, in the final Obama joy today, he's just saying more of the same shit you just heard me say. He's, of course, promising better training to those Iraqi forces.
Yes.
Yeah. He said today his administration is working on ways to accelerate the training of Iraqi security forces whose recent setbacks against the Islamic State has prompted criticism of Obama's strategy for defeating the militant group. One of the areas where we are going to have to improve is with the speed at which we're training Iraqi forces, Obama said at a news conference here after the conclusion of the Group of Seven Summit. A major industrialized democracies were reviewing a range of plans of how we might do that. Obama did not, of course, address whether that could result in an increase in the number of U.S. troops, but he didn't rule it out. Yes, and on Sunday, British Prime Minister David Cameron said the United Kingdom would send an additional 125 military trainers to Iraq increasing the country's contingent there to 200. What is fair to say is that all the countries in the international coalition are prepared to do more to train Iraq security forces. The president said, they don't want to. Yes, we want to get more Iraqi forces trained, fresh, well-equipped, and focused, he said. He said that in return for additional coalition training, the Shiite-dominated government of Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi would have to take a number of steps, including greater outreach to Sunni tribes. Many tribes have been fighting the militants, but have complained of a lack of support from, well, of course, the Iraqi government. And finally today on the old coffee and cigarettes, yes, the story that you, me, and the dog have been waiting for. Yes, that fraternity that has still yet to give me the link to that Facebook page with all those nude photos. Yes. Well, they have expelled 38 students at PSU after those nude Facebook posts. A national fraternity expelled 38 members from its Penn State chapter today, less than 2 weeks after the school kicked Kappa Del Rho off campus for sexual harassment that included posting nude photos of unconscious women on Facebook. It's unfortunate that it had to come to this, Joe Rosenberg, the National Fraternity's executive director, told us, but we hold our brothers accountable for their actions. It was not immediately clear what practical impact the expulsions would have, since the school already has effectively booted the entire fraternity chapter from campus for 3 years. The National Fraternity has also suspended the chapter for the same period. Reports surfaced in March that the fraternity had a private Facebook site containing photos of nude women, some of whom have appeared to be unconscious. The university's investigate... Well, wait a minute. Isn't that their fault for being... I'm just saying, if you're a woman and you're going to get that loaded, you pass right out. You deserve to be on Facebook nude. Don't you? Well, I mean, whatever happened to ladies being ladies? Yes. You know, the responsibility of womankind to be womanly. That's not very womanly. Well... the university's investigation concluded, of course, that activities from some KDR members included photographing individuals in extremely compromising positions and posting those photos to a private Facebook site accessible to the group's members. A letter from Damon Sims, Vice President for Student Affairs, to the university's Infraternity Council also cited physical and emotional abuses of pledges, along with drug sales and use, among other duties. KDR pledges were required to create stories with pornographic images and a sex position of the day. God, I miss school. Well, Sims also cited the persistent harassment of 2 female students in particular who were degraded through multiple postings of the organization's private site over an extended period. Sims said that while not every member of the fraternity was equally culpable, the sum of the organizational misbehaviors is far more than the university can tolerate from a student organization. To which I would ask the question, since when? This has been going on for decades. That's how it is. And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure a lot of girls paid their tuition to get through doing this stuff. Well, I guess that job opportunity's gone. Well, the National Fraternity issued a statement today expressing gratitude to Penn State chapter members who, quote, assumed responsibility after the regrettable events of the last few months. Those members, the statement said, were not tossed out. We particularly thank the new president of the chapter, Tom Friel, who has exhibited outstanding traits that accord fully with our principles of leadership based on respect for all persons. The statement said, Tom and the new leaders have given us a foundation on which to build. We look forward to our efforts to rejoin the Penn State community after this 3-year period has expired. Yes, and of course, what they mean by that is they're going to upgrade to their own website. And still not give me the damn link. I don't know how you do that. Well, that is all the time we got for gang. So thank you, Louie, for being here.
He needs love, Chris. Come on.
Well, I know.
You gotta dispense more love from yourself. All these people are hurting here.
Hey, you know what, Louie? Don't even go there. If they would give me the link to that webpage, I would be dispensing a lot of love. Gilbert, thank you for being here, my man.
Thank you for listening and support the show for the love of God.
Well, George, of course, thank you for being here again.
I think it's a treat to be here talking with you.
Well, don't go that far, but
I've enjoyed it thoroughly. It has been a fantastic experience.
All right. Well, it has been kind of good. Yeah. Oh, and newsflash, this just in before we go. The intern stayed on. Yes. He never went anywhere. So, intern, sorry for everything we said. Yeah. You can, of course, email legal@htlaradio1.com. Yes. Well, the rest of you out there in Listenerland, have yourselves a great day. We'll be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, for another Coffee and Cigarettes, your Tuesday Espresso. Don't forget to miss that one. Yes. Yeah. So there you go. There it is. That's the show. Get the hell out of here. Bye-bye.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.